welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a video that's not Etsy related, which is a first for my channel. Nothing business related at all, well, a little bit I guess, but nothing really purely Etsy related. Now, today we're going to be talking about 6 mental health tips, which the way that the world is at the minute, I kind of feel like we all need. Now, it's a very anxiety-ridden time, especially with those of you out there who are at home, who can't go out, which is a lot of us at the minute, who have anxiety around health like me, and just general anxiety. It can be a really, really difficult time. But I just really wanted to share with you 6 of my best tips that I have found that has helped me. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a mental health expert whatsoever. I just really wanted to just share with you what I was doing that has helped me, in the hope that maybe you might kind of be inspired by some of them and, you know, they might work for you. So just take what I say with a pinch of salt, but it's just me basically sharing with you what I'm doing. So tip number 1 is to escape into a different reality. Now, what I mean by this is that I tend to really get involved in intense films. So for example, the other day I watched Avatar for the first time. Now, right now is literally the perfect time to actually watch long films that you don't normally get a chance to watch. So me and my other half, we watched Avatar and I loved it. It was a completely otherworldly kind of film and I got lost in it for a good 3 hours. And that's the type of thing that I think we all need right now, because obviously we're glued to the news, we're glued to our phones, we're glued to news websites and things like that, and that's not healthy all of the time. So what I would recommend is to pick some films that you've always wanted to watch, or re-watch a really, really long epic film that you don't normally get a chance to watch, and get lost in an alternate reality, like Harry Potter, for example. Who doesn't want to binge watch Harry Potter? I mean, come on, that is a complete other world. There's Avatar, there's Harry Potter, there's the Hunger Games. I've even been watching Friends and that 70s show, because they're different worlds. It's something alternate to the reality that we're in now, because the reality that we're in now is quite painful and unnerving for a lot of people. And sometimes, although it's not the healthiest thing in the world, it's just best just to escape and just let the world be the world for a hot minute and just go and do something else, just to take our minds off of what's happening. Because at the end of the day, there are some things we can control and some things we can't, and right now there are a lot more things that we can't control than can. So what can we do about it? We can escape it and give our minds a rest. Tip number 2 is meditation. I know a lot of you guys out there are probably rolling your eyes and going, ugh, okay, yeah, meditation. But I have to say that I've been a meditator for about 6 months now, and it has really, really helped. There are days where meditation doesn't really help me per se, but I've been using the Calm app, which is guided meditations, and there are loads on YouTube. There's even things that you don't even have to use a guided meditation. Just put on some really relaxing music, or like a soundscape, so like beach sounds, rain sounds, thunderstorm sounds, things like that. And just set a timer for 10 minutes and just sit and really just block out everything else. Just let your thoughts come and go. Don't really interact with them. Focus on your breath or some part of your body and just really focus on it, and just chill out for 10 minutes. Honestly, that is the basics of what meditation is. It's just focusing on one key aspect of your human body and just rolling with it and letting your thoughts come and go as they please. Now, obviously, I'm not an expert, again, but that's basically, you know, when I first did the whole meditation thing, I was quite overwhelmed with all the different types and all the things you had to do and how you had to sit and all this type of thing. But really, sorry, I just nearly dropped my phone. But really, I just feel like meditation is just being at one with yourself for an extended period of time and just letting your thoughts come and go, not interacting with them, which if you've got anxiety and OCD and things like that, that is a recipe for disaster and a really bad day if you start interacting with the anxious thoughts and things like that. So try the Calm app, try the Headspace app. There are loads of other free ones out there. Calm has some really fantastic like soundscapes that you can listen to for free, and they're amazing. And Headspace has some free guided meditations, so definitely worth a download, especially whilst you're at home, and give meditation a go. Honestly guys, even if it's just 5 minutes a day to start off with, just try, because I really do think it will help you immensely with all of the craziness that's going on right now. The 3rd tip is exercise. Now, I'm not the best at exercising, to be honest. I don't really like sport. I don't really like organised activity of any kind. I'm more of a type of person that, if someone's telling me to go to a class, I won't go. I don't know whether that's just me being stubborn or what, but exercise. I like to walk outside in nature. Now, obviously, as of recording this, the government in the UK at least has said that we can go out for one form of exercise every day. Now, I don't run, I don't jog, so I walk instead. So yeah, definitely go outside for your walk. Now, I would say obviously go somewhere out in nature if you can. They have said that we can't, strictly speaking, drive anywhere to walk, so definitely find a nice area around you. And even look on Google Maps and just zoom in and out and just really find some nice, you know, as foresty or naturey as you possibly can area around where you live. So for example, near me, if you head up the road and go right, there's like a long lane, and there's like a heath and things like that, so that's where we've been walking every day. But definitely get outside at the very least and exercise once a day. And if you can't do that, if you really don't want to, or you really can't leave the house for health issues or other issues, definitely go onto YouTube. There are so many home workouts. Now, some that I've enjoyed is PE with Joe Wicks. He's really good. He's doing like a live, I think, at 9 o'clock every day. You don't have to join live. You can re-watch it and replay it back and do it later on in the day. There is yoga with Adrian as well, and there's Blogalates, B-L-O-G Alates. I can't spell that long. But yeah, that is a really good YouTube channel as well that I have tried in the past. So definitely try those three. And if you want to take up something new like yoga or Pilates, now is the best time. And definitely, you never really regret exercising, I find. You might regret overdoing it slightly, but if you start off slowly, especially with things like yoga and Pilates and things like that, you can ease yourself in, and honestly guys, you do feel a lot better after doing some sort of exercise. Now, tip number 4, which kind of follows on from my last tip, is to get outside. Now, I know a lot of us can't get outside, but as of recording this, what I have been doing is getting outside in my garden. Now, it's quite funny because recently we have been redoing our garden because obviously we have time to now, and it is wonderful now. I love the space so much. But if you have a garden, even if it's a small one, get outside, sit outside, read a book, just sit in the sunshine and just bask in the lovely weather that the UK has been having right now, and just really just get outside, because being cooped up inside is never fun. And if you really can't get outside, open a window. Open a window, stick your head out and just enjoy, you know, getting your head outside, or part of your body outside in the fresh air. I do find that, especially when I'm feeling anxious, even if I'm, for example, in the car and I'm feeling very het up and not fab, I do tend to open the window all the way and just kind of lean my head out. And I have been doing this at home on days where it's raining or I just really can't be bothered to leave the house or even just go outside in the garden. I've been opening up my French doors and just been sitting literally indoors but with the doors open and getting the breeze and hearing the noises and the smells and everything like that. Honestly, it does really help. So I would recommend either getting outside in your garden if you can, or just at least opening a window or a door of some sort and getting the outside to come in. Number 5 is to work on a project. Now, this is something that I do anyway because obviously I am self-employed. I have my own Etsy shop, and if you don't know, check out some of my other videos on my channel, but I would probably imagine that a lot of you guys already know this, but I have a full-time Etsy shop, and what I've actually done is that I have begun working on some real intense projects. Now, the whole reason behind this is because if you're stuck in at home and you get to the point where you just don't want to watch any more TV, or you don't want to do anything else in the garden or clean up anymore, anything like that, I have found that really just getting into a real intense project has helped me. So as you guys might know, I'm currently working on my course. As of recording this, it's still on track. It's still heading down that path of being released. But that is a very intense project. And now what I've done is that I have, you know, added on little bits, like for example, I've created a new Facebook group and things like that, that I otherwise wouldn't have actually had time to do. So I've kind of been looking at the silver lining in all this, really getting involved in a heavy project. Now, if you are unable to work from home or you don't work for any particular reason, Treat this as a time to really get involved in a house project. Put up that shelf that's been hanging around for ages. Paint the scratches on that door that you've been wanting to do for years. Clear out the Tupperware cupboard and finally find those lids that go with the bottoms and things like that. It doesn't have to be like a work project. It can be anything you've been putting off that you think, ugh, that is such a big task. Get stuck into it. Really get stuck into it and distract yourself and keep busy. And the last tip is to have a routine. Now, I have found that personally, if I don't have some kind of routine, now I'm not talking 7 o'clock, get up, 7:30, go on the bike, 8 o'clock, have a shower, and that's the same every day. What I mean is doing the same sort of things at the same kind of time every day. And that, to me, I've found has helped me the most, especially during this time when, to be honest, a lot of us can do what we like when we like. And although that sounds fabulous, after a week or so, we tend to just get a bit ugh, and just a bit sick and tired of it all. So what I would always say to do is to have some kind of routine. Get up, do what you do in the morning, meditate if you want to, exercise, go and do some work, have some lunch, tidy up, hoover up, clean up, get outside, go for a walk, something like that, so that every single day you have something to do. It's not just you get up and that is it. And also, following on from that, a little bonus tip is something that I've been really doing recently, which is get up and get ready every single day. Now, I am someone who used to think that it didn't really matter what I looked like because it didn't really affect how I felt. But I have found that ever since getting up and getting ready, hence the red lipstick, I'm not going out anywhere today. I just thought, hey, let's put on some red lipstick. It does really make you feel better. Honestly, just getting up, getting dressed, straightening your hair, doing your makeup, you know, putting on some nice clothes. It does really make you feel better. And even if you're not working, even if we're not looking at it from a productivity point of view, it does really help with your mental health as a whole. So I would definitely recommend getting up and incorporating getting ready into your routine. So guys, I really hope that those quickfire tips was helpful. Please leave any tips that you have in the comment section below. I hope you guys are all staying healthy and staying well and staying safe out there, and I'm sending all the hugs and all the best wishes from me to you that I possibly can do over a camera. So let's just have a over the camera hug right now and a high five and well done for every single one of you who are working out on the front line. If you guys are key workers, I applaud you. And if you guys are still pushing and, you know, working on your Etsy shop, then well done. Well done. I'm really, really proud of all the work that you guys are doing out there. So as I say at the end of every video, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment as well. Give us your tips. Give this video a big thumbs up because that does help me out a lot. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye!